Oh boy,
It's all right.
what do you mean?
Well, I was playing too much, and my parents got mad at me for spending my free time on it, so I'm trying to cut back.
Did it work?
Surprisingly enough, yes, I finally figured out that playing it strategically and for short periods of time has helped, rather than playing for long durations.
That's great. I'm sure you will get better at it with the time.
Absolutely. All right, let's get back to the game.
I can't believe I caused weird to happen. I should have known better.
Oh, Peter, you never learn you. What were you thinking?
I was just trying to have some fun. I didn't mean to.
You never mean to do the stupid or reckless things you do. That's why villains bear the brunt of the consequences of your decisions.
Stewie, I'm sorry. I'll try to do better next time.
Better be careful, Peter. Heck, it is why the parents blood.
I keep that in mind, or he would be fighting.
North and South Korea, of course, with their biggest defense systems. Peter, ignorance is this world's biggest enemy.
I know, but now you're here, so everything will be fine.
I'm glad you have that kind of dealing with the faith in me, Peter. How did you...
Sounds like I won't be playing with detonators anymore.
Let's hope not next time.
Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself.
Apparently not.
I know, one of the conspiracy theories suggests he was cloned.
That's ridiculous. Cloning technology isn't nearly advanced enough yet.
What other possibilities could there be?
The theory's that he was kidnapped by foreign agents.
That seems much more like...
Yeah, and they say the reptilians were involved.
Whoa there, buddy. Let's not get too crazy.
Cool. Reptilians are like aliens, right?
Not necessarily, Meg. Reptilians may come from a multidimensional plane of consciousness.
Are you sure about that, Brian?
Of course. In fact, I read a paper that theorized that they were indeed.
All right, enough of this abominable conversation. We should be focusing on figuring out what really happened to Jeffrey Epstein.
Well, we could start with conducting a full-scale investigation of his estate.
I mean, let's look for all activity!
Wow, look at this. I'm having some kind of episode.
Honey, what's wrong?
Look at Dad having a stroke.
I'm not sure if I would call what he's experiencing a stroke.
Okay, random, my too.
Christ, no one knows what you were saying, honey.
Is it just me or are my eyes drooping?
Calm down, Peter. I'm sure it will pass soon.
You're right, Lois. It's not uncommon for people to experience random brain hiccups.
You mean like Dad?
He's right, Meg is having one. But it's not about the wild conclusions.
Flip-flops, no, Mom.
Chris,
Yeah, Brian. Let's just hope this doesn't happen frequently. All right, family. I need to get your votes. I'm gonna be running for president of the United States.
Really?
My main ones are world peace, universal health care, and a ban on internet trolls.
Painfully specific. Who exactly designated you the candidate for this cause?
Well, it's kind of a family tradition. My grandfather ran a few times, and his grandfather always seemed to get involved too.
Not sure what the qualifications for a president should be, but you luck out with the family part.
I guess that's true. Now, everyone, what do you think? Is this a good decision, or should I steer clear of running? I've decided. I'm transgender, and I'm not looking back.
Dad, are you sure about that? How this?
No, mixed signals here. I did the research, consult with professionals, and went to a transgender support group.
It's a pretty big deal to transition. It's likely going to affect a lot of aspects of your life. What do you plan on doing?
I'm gonna go for it. It's a long process, hormones and surgery and all that, but I'm sure it'll be worth it.
If you need anything or just want to talk, I'm here for you.
Thanks, Meg. You don't know it, but that means a lot.
I don't.
I heard a funny...
You Rose.
That's disgusting.
I actually think that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, with Brian, this is really quite an intriguing piece of information.
Well, I hope he's your.
Okay, read.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right.
Hey, the IRS just came to my door and they're threatening to put me in jail for tax fraud.
That's not funny.
That's outrageous. How could you do something like that?
Maybe that nurse didn't understand taxes.
He likely knew what he was doing and saw it as an opportunity to save money.
Yeah, why not?
Peter,
It's too late now. The damage has been done, and we need to figure out how to fix it.
I don't know how.
Even though it won't necessarily work.
Or we could bribe some cops.
No, we could look into the legality and make a counter-argument or reach a settlement.
all right, sounds like a plan. In the meantime, let's all lay low and get your light guy to work on this.
Peter, what did you do?
I was trying to make some money to help us out.
You set up a meth lab in our house. I know what happens when you do that.
Yeah, but I really needed the cash.
Maybe you should have done it the legal way, but clearly,
You can't just risk breaking the law like that.
did the D actually raid your leg?
Looks like it. I'm not sure where I'm going to put it now.
What are you going to do now?
I haven't decided. I don't want to risk going down that road again.
You ought to be considerate of our family before you do such stupid, careless things.
Doing something like this cannot be taken lightly. You can't just act like nothing ever happened.
You're right. We need to find a smarter solution, then I have to take responsibility for my actions.
Peter, did you bring home something special?
A Borkus over it.
Did you find a pier in the deep waters?
No, nothing like that.
So what did you bring us, Peter?
Well, I actually bought some bloopers from my camping video.
Our house should be fun.
How crazy it will be to watch oneself make rude pranks in the classroom.
We identically baking.
We won't be watching your cooking experiment anytime soon, then.
Nope. I'm just playing pranks on the other campus. It'll be really funny.
All right, let's watch it.
This will be so entertaining.
Yeah, that arrangement means that I'm worth neither money after it all.
Something tells me that this video... What? Demolished again. Have you been preparing for the race?
What's demolished? Some kind of video game race?
I think so, Peter.
That point, and I've been completing more and more of the levels lately.
Tell me and Stewie that Demolis looks pretty sweet.
All right, I may as well join in too. I got nothing better to do.
Wait, should I be worried about this? Let's make sure that's appropriate before you start playing.
Can I play too? I don't know much about Demonless, but I'm sure I could learn.
So make you give it to you. Oh, then we'll go.
Hey guys, let's go for days off from school and I don't know what to do with them.
Why, what's the re-
My teacher said I get to miss school because I wasn't known very well and need a break.
Wow, I think this is a great opportunity for you to learn some things.
Yes, why not look up some stuff on the internet or learn new skill?
Well, I hope it sounds like you just need a bit of a breather to get your head back into your school what?
I guess I could hang out with my friends and play some games or do something to relax.
That could be fun as well. How about you pick up a book to read and expand your knowledge?
Does Chris even know how to read?
Of course I do, it's just being a bit lazy.
Well, I hope there's no vast shame in that. Just use this time to think about what's really important.
Yes, find a balance between working. Wait, what?
Peter was right.
Beep, beep, boop, boop, boop.
Peter, what will you do now?
Are you speaking in Morse code?
Affirmative.
You're speaking in Morse code.
Affirmative. I'm using it to turn this entire house into a bomb.
Wait, what is happening?
Oh my goodness.
Peter, stop it.
It's a joke, right?
Negative. Prepare for a minute explosion.
Peter,
Peter, you can't just use the Morse code for that.
Daddy knew.
this is not the time for jokes.
Canceling self-destruct sequence.
Oh, that's great, Dad. What new position did you get?
Well, it's a customer service position. Jeff said he was impressed with mine. Not talking all the time.
Well, I'm not really surprised. You made that guy back at the phone store so mad he folded like a lawn chair.
Yeah, Dad, I guess that helped.
Bishop Thackers being forced to confront his inherent anger issues so effectively and suddenly covered devastating consequences for his mental health and other
I guess I did do a good job. Thanks, everyone.
No, sweet Dad.
Yeah, you know how to solve problems now that you spend all day talking crap on the phone.
Easy there, Meg. Your dad just solved and helped the company out.
To be clear, though, this promotion doesn't affect the standing power dynamic of the household. What, Dad?
What happened?
I saw some news about a lynching I was walking by.
That's horrible.
We should do something about it.
Yes, but what?
We should write a letter to the local newspaper and tell them what happened.
That's a great idea. We can also contact our local representatives and organize a protest to raise awareness.
We should spread the word to as many people as possible.
Yes, let's do it then.
It's true, it is a much more liberating feeling. At least now I'm not confined in a particulate pose all day long.
Yeah, I agree. The Oprah was certainly an issue. It is great to move free.
Why I never realized how important it was move until we couldn't do it. I feel like I can take on the work.
Well, glad we're all back in action, and for one, I'm excited to take a walk the park and enjoy the sunshine.
Yeah, having the ability to move and do things sure is nice.
Let go then. It'll be a bit of an adjustment, but I'm confident we will all be able to have a fresh start. Let's go.
Crossing out, where did this come from?
It's Dad's, it's probably a speak cam.
Oh, why would you need a camera at your home?
It's not uncommon for parents to monitor their children. Somebody who is acutely parented and has experienced parenthood would concur.
I was in this conversation, but I did not want to that camera needs.
Oh no, Dad's gonna it!
That was skin off, Stewie.
It's all right. It's Peter we are talking about. You buy a new one tomorrow and forget about the old one.
I didn't think of that. I'm not that ways.
What where?
Forget. Better go find our father and assess the damage now. Hold on. I've got a better plan. Let's have a polite conversation with Peter and ask him to hold his own stream instead.
You want him to stream himself into oblivion, and that's outright crazy.
Now hold on, let's plan might actually work. So, Peter, let's start this. Can you do us a favor?
I sure you can do this.
Sounds great, Peter. Let's give it a shot.
Sure, that sounds really fun.
All right, let's get to the meat.
Come on, everyone. I need Chris and Lois here to complete my act.
Whoa, could I be massive shake?
Oh gosh, this should be interesting.
Peter, what are you doing?
I'm pretending we're in an episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Chris will be Master Shake. You'll be Carl. Brian will be Furlock, and Meg will be me and what?
Why do I have to be for a lock?
because if you were mess or shake, I'd left through his lazy ways.
All right.
Oh, fine, he'll be mean. Let's get this thing going.
Sounds good, action. Do we all talk about him hopping his house?
Why do you say unto Peter, you was...
Yo, I was just listening to Playboy Cardi, and I wanted to know if any of y'all rock with me.
Not really. I'm more inclined to country music if that answers your question.
You definitely appreciate its art and its bounty. Peter, I particularly love some of Playboy Cardi's unique sound.
Hey, yeah, me too. That's why I'm Gemini. Stone chillin' filming my flow? No, I'm saying.
Yeah, I guess that's one way to put it.
Indeed, if we were lucky, maybe one day Peter will share with his talents on the silver screen.
Hey, can you picture me reaming on a big screen? I can't, don't you worry about that. Anyways, I'm off to the schoolyard. Keep it tight, stay chillin' with that flow.
Oh, this is a great opportunity for us.
Yeah, I'm so excited. There were plenty of things to do.
Oh, it seems like it will be a lot better than our current town.
Yes, I can feel that Kug will provide endless possibilities for discovery and adventure.
It's great, everyone. Now let's get packing up.
All right, who's ready to start?
Oh boy, this is gonna be awesome!
I'm ready to get started.
Yes, let us know the dry boardwalk seaweed as we leave this wretched place.
Ah, it's my boy. Now let's get going.
I can't believe this. Why do these things always host?
Yeah, I'm starting to think my luck's run its course.
No need to be so magic, people. Everyone should know that things like this can happen.
I don't know, why does this always have to happen to us?
Don't worry, Stewie. It's just life. You have to accept it.
Hey, why don't we all go grab some ice cream after this to help lighten him up?
Yeah, it sounds like an excellent idea.
I do love ice cream and cookies.
All right, then, ice cream and cookies it is.
Then let's get going.
Okay. How did you find that we were rigged to the living room in my room?
I heard Meg say that she rigged this for the rest of us so that we don't run around everywhere but stay put.
But why would we that? It's not fair.
Ew. It's hardly ever fair when anyone's doing the rigging, but I guess we're going.
That's true. But at least we can move around within those rooms.
I guess maybe it's our version of the river. At least we're not totally confined to us one spot.
Exactly, we can still explore with a general smaller microcosm.
And I agree with Stewie. I just don't understand why Meg needs to go and mess with our freedom like that. It isn't nice, isn't it, right?
So what do we do now?
I guess we just accept where we are.
What are you talking about?
I'm afraid you might be right. Peter, it's like void again in this room.
So maybe we're stuck in an infinite loop.
It's a real possibility.
Yep, I'm sure of it. We keep reliving this moment and never make any progress or break the loop.
So how do we get out?
We have to think and act differently each time, or else the loop simply won't end. We must break the cycle and finally make some progress.
Okay, how about...
Great idea, I'm willing to try it.
Me too. Let's give it a go.
You know, we may not break the loop at first, but I'm sure with enough effort and determination we can make it. Relax, kid, although I think spreading word is understandable. There's no
We should still listen to what he says. It's always good to evaluate your state of spirituality.
This isn't even a religion-related matter. The announcement literally said the rapture's beginning.
I'm not sure if anyone here still has time to repent, so everyone, off I go, my bye till it's party.
Okay, here we go. I'll be Grove, and this is Victor Perkins' script.
Let's get this thing on the road already.
This is what you to do with your free time now.
Look, just wait. Alright, here goes. When Gru, world's most villainous suburban dad, stumbles across a plot to steal a moon. He has two managed mad gadgets, wacky henchmen, and then hostile ex-rivals.
That's not very rude of me, if I may say.
Gru is a mega genius.
And he designs useful gadgets in his underground house lab.
Sounds like a recipe for disaster.
Yes, but Gru also needs the help of anyone willing to volunteer. Victor Perkins, as it turns out. Now, Victor here.
What?
Has a plan of his own that will take Gru to your secret tip of doom located inside Antarctica.
Wait a minute. I'm not promoted in there yet.
That's all right. I'd never let you go there. Why do people have to die? John Lennon was my favorite singer.
Daddy's been dead since 1981.
That's not true. I checked the internet yesterday and he was alive.
Come on, Dad. Everyone knows Lennon passed.
Don't feel too sad, maybe.
He's just like Dad.
That's me, Meg Law.
Besides, he was 70 years old. He had a great life.
Don't forget he was a passionate peace activist. He impacted millions of people.
You've been famous all time.
Peter, you couldn't have done anything, so there's no point in feeling sorry.
Wives' tears, all right then. All right, I've got some new limbs to show off. I'm gonna start running naked around the block.
I'm okay, Uncle Peter. Usually this is a good idea.
Wow, Peter, really. This isn't going to end well. Especially considering some of the neighbors in this area.
Don't worry about it. I've got a plan. Just keep watch for me. He'll be back soon with all the glory.
Now, come on, Nick. How long have you been doing thing?
Nothing to worry about. See you soon.
All right, Stewie. Since Peter is well, Peter, it's our job to make sure he doesn't turn this into even more of a circus.
Right, so we just stay here and keep watch.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, honestly, I'm not sure how long Peter can even manage this idea.
You did what?
Hey, be careful what you're eating.
And yeah, I guess it's my fault.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, I think so. I just need a glass of water.
Don't withdraw too fast. I know nothing too about Shani.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Cockroaches, that's disgusting.
I warned you not to hang around in the kitchen.
Is there anything I can do?
I'm all right. Thank goodness I didn't swallow it.
That's gross. Should we call 911?
I think you'll be okay.
Are you sure you don't need medical help?
Nah, I'm gonna be all right.
Don't let it happen again.
Jesus is coming.
What do you mean, Dad?
Jesus is returning.
Oh dear.
Peter, why don't you be content with how things are?
Jesus is returning.
But isn't this already here?
What is this about?
Jesus is returning.
If it makes you happy.
Please sweep out this topic, Peter.
Jesus is returning.
Is there anything we can do about it?
He's not even answering you, Chris. Just go with it.
Jesus is coming.
Peter, this is getting lighted. Can you snap out?
Jesus is returning.
Yeah, I get it by now.
Is this like one of those spells Dad sometimes gets into?
Jesus is returning.
No, it's more pajama. You kind of just let it happen.
All right, no more glasses.
That's impressive. You really like cars.
Oh yeah, I'm a big fan. Especially classics. Oh, and by the way, did you know the Tesla Model S has ludicrous mode? It brings acceleration to 0-60 in only 0.5 seconds.
Wow, this fast? No wonder it's so popular.
Quite frankly, I'm more interested in the Parody.
It might be fast, but it's still no Veyron.
Well, let's not forget the Bugatti Veyron Super Sport 16.4. Might have the least, but it can do 0-60. And only a point per second off the line. That's one of the fastest on the planet. I heard this was the world's biggest Disneyland.
Only bigger than Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, that's the story they told me. Step aside, folks. The Fiamastros arrived.
This is absolutely ridiculous.
I think I read something online about Mysterious's land that seemed fishy.
So you were going with that story. Oh then.
Absolutely. You're ready to never know the truth.
I don't know about you, and I'm so ready to find out.
You say that now.
All right, this is our last chance to back out.
Now wait, I'm all in.
As I'm all into, let's do this.
All right, your old Drammy's gang, move out.
Here we go. Nothing but this true awaits us.
This place is filled with surprises. Let's see what?
Maybe it's because there aren't enough pixels in the frame for us to pause.
That this button combination would normally trigger a pulse.
Yeah, but we're halfway through YouTube stream now. Can't pause or go back. Just have to pick our way around this weird glitch.
What would it take to set off a pose again?
You need to complete a level or unlock something probably standard coming. Having soft, but here I am. Pass it down to Donovan, paper with my book. Hey, though, this, but what were you even doing in a foreign country if you knew so do?
I was with my buddies, and let's just say I didn't have a say in this course of events.
So why does it feel like you're trying to impress us?
Well, I guess it's because I remember it. It was long. It was kind of scary.
I can imagine.
I remember these gunshots carrying in the night. After a while, it just stopped.
I'm sorry you had to go through that, Peter.
It's ancient history now. Just goes to show it could have been much worse.
Absolutely, we should be grateful we live in this peaceful town.
I think I can be grateful I've never had to go fight in any wars.
Yeah, some things happen in the world that are hard for anyone to understand. Still, you never can be certain that something like this won't happen in the future. How many times does Chris have to say that before he believes it?
May 30, 2029, the black hole strikes.
Yeah, you're probably right.
May 30, 2029, the black hole strikes.
Chris, knock it off.
May 30, 2029, the black hole strikes.
Could you please stop saying that?
May 30, 2029, the black hole strikes.
What's wrong with you?
May 30, 2029, the black hole strikes.
Please, can you give it a rest?
May 30, 2029, the black hole strikes.
Okay, I don't want to stop you from believing, but you're going a bit overboard.
May 30, 2029, the black hole strikes.
All right, that's it.
May 30, 2029, the black hole strikes.
Enough? Now, congratulations, you've just wasted 10 minutes of our lives.
They look really great. All the cars and everything looks so detailed.
Yes, it's taken massive amounts of money to produce a work of art like this.
Really, looked really nice.
Indeed, it is very impressive. I'm in great deal of awe with the quality of work on in these animations.
You ain't lying. This kind of display is the kind of thing of dreams.
Anyway, better go watch something else. This was great to see you.
You all should watch something like this every once in a while. It really opens your eyes to some magical things.
Yeah, this was a really fun feeling.
Yes, quite another experience.
That might just be the understatement of the century.
You might as well continue to show some this.
Let's keep this going with something perhaps a bit more in the family's field of expertise.
Yes.
That's a nice thought.
Check it out, I got the groove round here.
Oh, yeah, I go. I'm the groove dance me up a whole herb list.
Hey, I found a bunch of songs about friendship to give us more inspiration.
Yeah, you're a music fan. Don't worry about Chris. He always does stuff like that.
All right, let's try this.
Yeah, that's solid. It's truth. Take a commotion for real.
Magically like old Swain. Here it's guard. Singing for real, boy.
Ooh, that was really powerful. Maybe we should record this and post it online.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey there, everyone. I was watching some videos on the internet and I got inspired to give it a try. What do you think, Lois?
You definitely can't do that to your Peter. That's the only thing else.
I know what you two are arguing about, but this is a nice chance for me to watch a tutorial-related trampoline video.
Chris, this is not the time for your immature jokes.
Why don't we try other things like Scrabble? That seems like a less risky way to spend our free time.
That's actually not a bad idea.
All right, let's play. Meg, what do you think?
I don't really like these kind of family games, and I think I'll just go watch something in my room instead.
You're so Mecca, it will be fun.
No thanks, it's alright. I just want to watch my show.
You sure you're not just trying to? Get ready for something new, Maggot. Sure, use a little bit of classic inspiration to get you started.
Peter, what are you doing with that? Thanks.
Just imitating an iconic scene from my favorite movie.
You're not going to swing it at me?
Hey, you see his boy.
Dad, please don't actually hurt her.
Honey, step away from the girl with the axe down.
No way! It's a one chance to drive my homemade emulation of the bang slice and dice scene from the movie American Psycho. It won't have the same emotion if I don't go through with it. I just figured that if I'm doing this, I may as well do it right.
Now get out of the way and get behind me.
No, I'm not going to let him do this.
Hey, who wants ice cream?
Come on.
What do you expect of me?
You're the devil. So get out now.
Peter, what?
Hey, that's enough.
No, it's not enough. Let me finish that woman.
Dad, no, this is wrong.
No one stops me.
Peter, come to your senses. I'm not the devil for your wife.
Dad, Mom's not the devil.
This isn't right. Sorry, my love. I'm so sorry.
That's okay, hon.
Glad he stopped, but that was really scary.
Guys, I don't think Dad was himself.
Yeah, you're right, Steve.
Let's just thought this ever happened.
Hey, Megan, why don't you go outside?
Why don't you get outside, Dad?
Because I don't feel like it.
Well, why don't you take Chris with you? He needs some fresh air.
Yeah, I suppose so. See if he wants to go.
I don't understand why you don't let him do what he wants.
I do. But sometimes he does crazy things, and that's not always good for him.
You shouldn't control him so much.
Sometimes I don't have any other choice. He needs someone to look out for him.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. But he should still have some freedom when it comes to making his own decisions.
Agreed, but for now, keep a close eye on him. It's the only way to make sure that he stays safe.
I still don't think he likes you keeping him so close, but he does understand why you.
All right, fellas, let's go biggest time. I'm talking for sneaking into Dad's pawn room and officially dipping out into the adult pool.
Now hold on there, Stewie. This isn't something to be taken lightly. We need it?
Discussing a commit crime. And Dad will be playing a game of spot the pop in the picture to test where knowledge stands on this matter.
They don't have our permission to do that. We have to put a stop to this now.
Relax, Lois. I'm sure we can establish some ground rules to keep things from going off the rails. We need to make it a completely safe game and only for playing and viewing, nothing doggy.
Great idea. Brilliant.
All right, I guess it's fine provided that nobody leaves the room ever.
Deal, but only if everyone promises to keep it strictly 13.
Wow, I love this scene. And I'm definitely the Shrek.
That's great, Peter. Now, why don't you try pretending Stewie's Lord Farquaad?
Okay, guys, let's do this. Stewie, do your Lord Farquaad voice.
Fuck what you ain't.
I do. Ankh is a powerful creature upon the plains.
I swear, Stewie's Lord Farquaad doesn't respond to that. Try again, Brian.
I'm Donkey from the Moorlands. I could use a bed for the night, if you don't mind.
Fire and smoke. Off with the beast.
Well done, you two. Now, Lois, it's time for you to open the gate, Fiona style.
Oh, indeed, I'll hand up.
Bow before me, minions, or we'll give you vote for quote.
What? To be fair, it did take him almost all night.
But he made it. Let's give him a round of applause and take a break.
Peter is crazy.
Yeah, I guess his prayers really worked because he did sound so tired afterwards.
Yeah, but I bet you'll be overexhausted in the morning.
He already looks pretty tired. Better leave him be for now.
I agree, let's all leave and let Peter have some rest.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
Sweet dreams, Peter.
Bye, everyone. Have a good night.
See ya.
Bye.
Well, kids, there's nothing I want to tell you. This is serious stuff. Sexuality is a sin, period.
You mean like two homosexuals living on opposite sides of the street being buddies?
Absolutely. You cannot accept that sort of behavior. It's abhorrent.
But surely they love each other, so what's wrong with that?
Love is irrelevant, Stewie. It's a matter of seeking approval within the eyes of God.
But not everybody believes in God.
Mick has a point.
They may try, but they will never be accepted. Not up in heaven. Deep down in their souls, they know there are consequences for their actions, and they try to hide it. It's a real shame. It's simple. Yep, when I say something, Craig. When Mom says something, Pop. When Stewie responds.
Really?
What all of us are already doing.
Now, Stewie, game needs a bit of device and structure.
Snap.
Craig.
Pop, has it so every time someone says something, we'll make those sounds.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
Okay, I go first.
Snap.
Pop,
Wait, what else happened here?
we're playing a game. Every time Brian speaks, Peter says snap, who says crack, and I say pop.
Come on, can win!
Now, hey.
Okay, Chris, let's get started. I say...
Snap.
Pop.
Crackle.
Oh, check this out.
Dad, you destroyed Cleveland's house.
Peter, what have you done?
All his savings, blown on a military tank. How could you spend it all on something useless like that?
Finally, some action.
It was totally worth it. I want to do something special and show everyone how it's done.
Come on, Dad. Just because you spent all your money on something doesn't mean it's a good decision.
Peter, we need to find another way to fix this mess and make it right with Cleveland.
Yeah, Peter. The tank wasn't even necessary.
But it was amazing, like an episode of Gaijo for real.
Well, I guess I was a bit rash about it.
I was going to say reckless.
I'm so sorry, Lois. I don't know what came over me. It was rash and stupid.
How could you do something like that to me, Peter?
So, Dad, you was...
Not cool, man. Now I see where Meg gets it from.
Craig, I thought we were a family.
I'm so sorry, I know. I know. Please, I know I don't deserve it, but forgive me, please.
You forgive him.
Sniff, I forgive you.
Thank you so much, Lois. I'll never do anything like that again, promise.
Although nowhere close to condoning such an antagonistic physical abuse of your own wife, but I understand how stress can get to you sometimes.
Hey, honey, though you took some water, it's not the end of the wood. Well, he's not...
I follow you, Stewie, and promise it'll never happen again.
Read Peter how.
Granted, it's a bit more impressive, but funny nonetheless. Just listen to this.
Go ahead, Peter, recite it.
All right, here goes. It includes the aging man.
That didn't seem hard. Can't be that difficult to understand.
See, that's not funny at all.
Oh, come on. It may sound simple, but I thought it would be hilarious.
Yeah, it sounds strange at first, but let's give it a chance.
Maybe Chang can detective it a bit. I bet it'll get a better reaction.
All right, I'll give it a try. How about Brentford Bragg? Dangerous world?
Stay away, you're dead cold, you died.
Oh, golly, you named me yesterday, and now everyone is calling me Gullen.
Fitting name, to be sure.
I'm trying to get him to go back to calling you Stewie if you know what Peter's like.
But you don't have to stick with the name. Look, even I have changed my name to Porto before.
He thought that was just Chris being stupid.
It doesn't have to be a permanent name either. That's what I don't understand.
I mean, if he wants everybody to have different names, then why aren't we all changing our names?
I guess my brilliant idiot just couldn't think of any better name.
I think it's fun at all. I like the difference in our names every day.
Not a chance as far as I'm concerned. Family need to stick to our actual names and not these weird ones that person suddenly decides out of the name.
Guys, we should.
Jesus is returning.
It's spelled with a capital J, Stewie.
Jesus is returning.
Are you chanting for something here? What's this all about?
Jesus is returning.
Can you tell me what you're doing? I'm not sure what's going on.
Jesus is returning.
What do you mean by that?
Jesus is returning.
Have you been doing this all night?
Yes, Jesus is returning.
Why?
I just can't shake the feeling that Jesus is returning.
All right, I think that's enough of this.
One more time then. Jesus is returning.
Thinking about what?
I wanted to ask you something. Would you like to go on a date with me?
Are you serious? I never thought.
What would you on a date?
Maybe watch a movie, go out to dinner. There's plenty of stuff that we could do.
Oh,
I've been seeing your efforts to make your life more adventurous, and it got swept away.
that's really sweet of you. And I guess I can give it a try.
So what do you say?
Let's joke.
All right, you two, stay out too late.
What's a ways?
Le Mans is an endurance race. It's been running for a century now. It's one of the top international endurance car races on the planet.
Wait, why is it called Le Mans?
Good question, Meg. It's named after the city Le Mans in France.
Can I drive at this race?
No, no one under a teen is allowed.
That's not fair.
I love races. Can we watch right now?
Of course, it's streaming online. Stewie, I think it's time you confess your sins and accept Jesus into your life.
Oh, Pepper, I've done many bad things, and
That's right, Stewie.
I confess that I've done wrong, and Jesus, I accept you into my heart, and I you as my Lord and Savior.
Yes, Stewie, you made the right choice.
Yeah, now maybe you won't be a terrible person.
I am so glad to be a better person.
Amen? To all of us, our Lord and Savior will lead us on the path of righteousness.
Well said, Peter. Through redemption and forgiveness, we can find our true purpose.
Let's all gather around and pray together as a family.
Let us ask Lord Jesus to come and enlighten us.
Yes, there's been some uproar about it lately.
I haven't really heard too much about it, though. What is it?
Ah, it seems like people are saying you either put the milk in the cup before the water or vice versa.
Have you guys seen the pool?
Interesting. My view is more that it should depend on the type of milk.
Yeah, that might be wiser.
Like, there are other factors at play like alcohol, the millers.
I think that's right.
You know, let's just agree to respect everyone's opinion on this and move on.
That's true. There are a lot of other things to deal with around here.
Probably should be focusing on more important matters, but these debates are to entertain me.
All right? Then how about we save our niche for other debates that come about?
Sounds. It's just that I finally faced the reality that Christ is the chosen one and I. Some of I was wrong all along.
There, Brian, don't worry too much. We'll be here for you.
Poor Brian. You thought you knew it all when, in fact.
How can I make sense of it all? There's just so much to comprehend and I just can't do it, sod.
Yeah, buddy, take a deep breath. It will all be better in the end.
It's all right, Brian. No one is criticizing. It takes great pride to admit your faults, and we still believe.
Wait, someone must be up there looking out for us. Perhaps we will be able to understand.
Brian, I think you need to relax and stop asking for your chocolate 12 times.
Maybe it's right here in front of you, and you just can't see it.
No, I looked and it's not there.
You would have found it by now if you just looked a little bit longer.
That's not the point. Where the fuck is my chocolate?
Brian, really, you need to stop with such language around us.
Oh, come on, really?
Just stop and take a breath for a moment. We need a break here.
Okay, let's all take a deep breath.
I did? Where the fuck is my chocolate?
Dear, please stop with that tone.
Fine. I won't ask it anymore. Only if somebody tells.
I know where it is. It's in the fridge. Now, you believe it?
All right, I'll go and check it now. Wish me luck.
Oh, please. Dad, you not even have a basic understanding of world affairs.
Still, we be nice, Peter. Don't you explain why you think the news is so crazy.
Well, it's on every channel and everything being discussed on it is so depressing and outrageous.
Dad, why would you think the news being on every channel equates to being crazy?
You don't have to use a baby voice, Stewie.
Actually, you would not. Either it's a classic example of Peter's lack of clear comprehension and basically poor decision-making.
Lack of clear comprehension. Poor decision-making. What are you talking about?
Stop, you two. Let's settle down and try to listen to the actual news that comes on every channel.
Yes, of course.
Meg, shut you the fuck up.
Yeah, sure, Meg.
That's enough, Meg.
I Meg, said you just stay quiet for once.
Nobody wants to hurt Meg.
Meg, it's time to shut your mouth.
Meg, why don't you just be quiet, you know?
Oh my god, Meg, please shut up.
Meg, enough. Stop it.
Meg, please, just shut the fuck up.
Every time you open your mouth, it's just to speak nonsense.
We were going to have some peace and quiet around here if it's the last thing I do.
That's right, Meg. Of all the kids in this family, I wish you had more self-control and were less talkative.
Yeah, Meg, and I can usually manage to guide my tongue.
Meg, I'm serious. If you don't stop now, we won't be able to take any more from you, so just shut up.
So I went over to the president's mansion and knocked on the door.
Did Obama get mad?
I don't think the president quite understood what was happening.
Now he punched me in the eye.
Why did he do that?
It's not because of his skin color. I just think he didn't like me very much.
True, that makes sense. Regardless of why he did it to kill the president.
You killed Obama.
Yeah, but I didn't intend to kill him. I just hit him with a frying pan a few times and he fell over the balcony.
That's crazy.
And now you're gonna go to prison.
Yeah, I guess so. But I mean, I don't think it was because of his skin color. We were just having a disagreement about something, and it got out of hand.
That's crazy.
Alright, so we should probably get you away from here before the authorities show up.
What the heck? Brian, why did you just punch Stewie?
Oh, that hurt.
Brian,
Yeah, I was just making a snarky comment and he punched me with both fists.
Yeah, Stewie just said howdy doody. What's up with you, General?
That gives you a right to punch him with both fists.
Brian, I think you need to apologize to Stewie and maybe explain why you reacted the way you did.
Can someone just help me for once?
Meg, I think this conflict needs to be solved first.
Apologize to me first, Brian.
Alright, I'm sorry I punched you, Stewie. It was the heat of the moment.
Accept your apology.
Okay, now does anyone try to explain exactly?
Nobody said anything mean about me, but yeah, as soon as I.
Christ is king, Christ is king, Christ is king.
Chris is king. Chris is king. Chris is king.
Christ is king. Christ is king.
Christ is king, Christ is king, Christ is king.
Christ is king, Christ is king, Christ is king.
Chris is king. Chris is king. Chris is king.
Christ is king. Christ is king. Christ is king.
Christ is king, Christ is king, Christ is king.
Christ is king, Christ is king, Christ is king.
Chris is king. Chris is king. Chris is king.
Christ is king. Christ is king.
Christ is king, Christ is king, Christ is king.
Christ is king, Christ is king, Christ is king.
Chris is king. Chris is king. Chris is king.
Christ is king. Christ is king. Christ is king.
Okay, that's enough. I think we get it. Let's move on.
Well, I'm impressed, Peter. When did you take up collecting semen from homeless people?
Oh, no, a few days ago. I guess. I don't know why. I'm just fascinated by the notion of awesomeness, and I thought I'd finally put my Osoma collecting skills to use.
Wow, that's pretty impressive, but what are you gonna do with it?
Store it in milk jugs, of course. That way, whenever I'm feeling thirsty, I can just have a refreshing glass of semen.
You know.
Let's not forget the fact that it could be dangerous, Pete.
Oh, don't worry. These homeless people have given me their consent before, so it's okay.
Even if you have their consent, I'm pretty sure you should get that tested for safety measures.
Oh, it's a great idea, Stewie. Think I'll do just when I find a place to sell the stuff.
Hey, Stewie, what are you up to?
I thought I heard something about Peter discussing a prophecy by St. Pierce's.
Yes, he has been talking non-stop about it and how he wants to retake Constantinople from the Turks and pagan Hagia Sophia.
Really? Wasn't that an old Greek Orthodox church?
Yes, it has significant pagans to Greek Orthodox Christians, and apparently.
Sounds like quite the mission, but I'm sure if anyone can do it, it would be him.
Yeah, he'd probably need a lot of help from the family if he wants to make it happen.
Yes, it's definitely something that warrants our attention.
I'd be able to help with the physical task, but I'm willing to provide an intellectual and conceptual support if needed.
Well, that's great, Stewie. I'm sure he'd appreciate that.
This is exciting. Where did you set it up?
I located it near the beach, right down the street.
William, that sounds fantastic. I can't wait to try it.
What is seafood?
It's food that comes from the ocean, fish, shrimp, lobster, more.
Yeah? I can't wait to try it.
I can't believe that you actually did it, Peter. You created something that you're proud of.
Thanks, everyone. I can't wait to have the grand opening. Be sure to come and bring your taste buds. I just can't take it anymore.
What?
Peter, calm down.
What did I do?
You keep treating me like I'm stupid.
That's not true.
Peter, nobody is treating you like you're stupid.
Oh, yeah? Then why did you blow up at me when I didn't want to read your newspaper?
That was just a joke.
It didn't feel like a joke. It felt like you were trying to make me look dumb.
That wasn't my intent, I swear.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pummel you with my fists of fury and obliterate your prostate into oblivion.
Peter, take it back.
Yeah, maybe it's best if you apologize and take it back.
All right? Sorry. I don't want to obliterate your prostate anyway. Hey, everyone, did you just hear? I'm the most wanted criminal in Siberia.
Well, that's impressive.
Oh, what? They want you now?
Yeah, I mean, you're hardly the typical criminal.
Hey, I'm gonna go to Siberia and prove myself.
Bring me along there, baby. I can actually use my jemmies.
Sounds like a plan, Stewie.
Wait, can that even happen? I thought you needed a visa for that.
Yeah, you do? That's why I'm gonna call Mom's cousin. He can help us find the right papers.
Nice Dad, now maybe you can become the most wanted criminal for real.
As if it matters, Dad always does something no one expected him to do.
All right, kids, let's get going. Siberia, here I come. A little statue for the guy that killed Hitler. Hi.
I could get behind the notion of celebrating those who prevent another disaster.
But that guy so overbred and killed his error.
Is that what actually happened?
That's what history says, so we should reward him for that, no matter what he did wrong.
Yeah, but the guy didn't even try to do anything else with his life afterwards.
Well, presented with a decision either to send the entire world in chaos or take an action to redeem himself in the eyes of history, his choice was a smart and courageous one.
Now let's talk about how we are gonna make this statue awesome.
I can understand why one can be perplexed due to emotional reasons to make such an erroneous decision.
I mean, I can't believe you did it. Killing someone is never a passable act.
Yeah, Peter, what were you thinking?
Well, I felt desperate went with the flow. I don't know how people came to the conclusion that I'm Hitler.
That's likely because they were looking for someone so foolish to fulfill an unfounded and frivolous ideal.
Right? And I might interpret it as a sign of Nazi activity arriving over the town.
We've got to undo all this and make people understand as soon as possible. Unless you really want to be Hitler.
I don't know, absolutely not. That's why I was almost petrified when I heard people talking about Hitler. I think we need to find a way to clear my name.
Of course. I'm actually talking to him right now. He looks really legit.
Oh, really?
He calls it an adboat. It's a robotic AM machine. It can recognize people's faces and can be operated remotely.
Whoa, that's incredible. Let's cut it to.
It has a nice system so it can understand your requests and dispense money based on them. It's definitely going to revolutionize banking.
Impressive. Is it available in stores now?
Not yet. John is still testing it out. You can check out the website for updates.
Not much, just feeling the sunlight on my face.
Wait, did you forget to take your pills again?
What pills?
He needs to take them regularly for his schizophrenia, remember?
Chip it only do, Betty do.
No, these are serious pills you need for your condition, Bud.
Alright, Dad.
Make sure you take your medicines every day and attend your psychotherapy sessions.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Also try to just get plenty of exercises and stay hydrated.
Brian and meds should work, but lifestyle changes are important for Chris' mental health maintenance.
Of course, no problem.
Dad, why are you telling us this story again?
Because it's one of life's great lessons. Gotta know what not to do at certain times.
What does explosively defecate mean?
Well, it means that, maybe. You don't want to know.
Oh, well, isn't that just gross? Why can't you tell us something less disgusting? Anything to that you some, it's so some.
How can anyone experience something like a tree falling in the forest and not want to share it?
Yeah, I think I'm going to lose my lunch at the visual of you pooping during L6.
I get it. Why would that be having sex?
Do we really need to have this conversation? Can't it at least wait until we're not on live stream?
Listen, this happened to me, and if you kids learn from my mistakes, it was worth the embarrassment.
All right, just please don't make it too graphic. You get the point.
Yeah, be ideal if you finish the story without any more details.
Yeah, dog go her head.
Thank you guys.
Well, the fact of the matter is that mocking someone because of their religion isn't exactly mature. It's actually quite enlightened.
That's right, and we should respect Meg and her beliefs.
Yeah, I connected with her on the same level. We're both human beings. I don't think it's right to be cruel to either of us.
Exactly. We should be more understanding towards those who practice religions other than our own.
You have my gratitude, guys. I really appreciate your support.
That's what we do here.
Guys, I've got an idea. Why don't I be the next Adolf Hitler?
What did you do, Shiver?
You know, I could do whatever I want. I could make evil laws and terrorize people. And hey, we could get free money. That'd be cool.
Meg's right. This is a disgusting and extremely dangerous proposal. What you're saying is harmful and violates basic human rights.
Come on, I'm just playing it. Don't take it so seriously.
But it's such an inappropriate suggestion. We should be more careful and understand the consequences of these words and actions.
What Meg said was deep. That's that.
All right, I get it. Let's talk about something else. What is this sound?
Daddy, don't embarrass yourself.
It's pretty bad.
Is that a recorder? You asked for a saxophone for Christmas last year.
Peter, how about you put down the recorder and we find something age appropriate?
It's all right. I'm having fun.
Is it as?
No, just the recorder.
Daddy, that is not going to be your latest and greatest hit.
Chris, enough. Leave your father be.
Yes, let's move on for now. Peter, why don't you go and relax in your recliner?
Ah, why do I have to go sit in the corner?
Because that's the best place for the recorder.
Don't red.
We really would.
All right, I'll go sit in the corner. Thanks, I guess.
That's better to now enjoy.
I'm your side, Dad.
We gotta get out of this state and fast.
Where are we gonna go?
Somewhere far away, preferably an island or something.
What did you do?
I was driving drunk and I ended up killing 32 people.
Wow, that's terrible.
I'm not. I'm really scared I'm gonna end up in prison away from my family.
Well, let's get going then. We need to put as much distance between you and the place as possible.
All right, let's ditch the Griffin house and head out on the road.
We won't have anywhere to go, though.
What about this place I've heard about? This is a small island that's off the radar for the most part, rarely visited by the authorities.
That's perfect. Let's go there. It's our best chance of avoiding the law.
What? It's like you two are living a real-life adventure movie.
Peter, wait.
I only know. It's a really nasty kind of...
Gross, Dad.
What are you doing? You really need to get your facts straight on this one.
That's it. We're not talking about this in our house.
Oh, come on. I was just curious.
Now time to change the subject.
So how's everyone weekend looking?
I'm going shopping with my friends, and I might even buy some new video games too.
That sounds cool.
Oh, can I come?
No,
Right now, how about we talk about something reductive?
Like blue waffles?
Absolutely not.
Hey, Stewie, want to hear a secret?
And what is it, Dad?
Well, your mom and I, we had you under very difficult circumstances. We conceived during rape.
Well, really?
Oh, no way.
It's true, honey. And you're capable to be born out of such evil deed because you're a strong kid, Stewie.
Because I'm such a genius.
You defiantly inherited some of my maturity, but there's no doubt that your mom was the real driving force behind it.
That's pretty amazing. That's so romantic.
That's the main story behind Stewie's conception.
Cool. I need to this reminds the next story. Peter Chuckles.
Yes, Stewie, this is a very important part of your unique existence.
Well, that's really inspiring.
Yeah.
What are you doing dressing up as Hitler?
Uncle Peter, I've decided that Stalingrad must be taken over in a world of treachery.
And free lollipops.
Kakadenzel wants me to teach the people of Stalingrad to show some respect and organize them into truly powerful...
Honey, Yoni?
How about a democratic dictator?
I'm afraid the people of Stalingrad need a strong leader who won't make the same mistakes as the government in the past.
Fine, just try and keep it peaceful. What, Peter? Why are we even thinking of that? That's disgusting.
Peter, that's revolting.
Oh, come on. I was just thinking about all those artistic drawings we've seen, and he looks nice in some of them.
What do you mean? It's horrendous that you can think that way about someone so cruel and hateful.
Makes right.
Okay, message received. I won't think of that ever again. Well, is it all right if I share my war story with you?
Of course, Dad.
Well, during the Turkish War of Independence, I was in one of the higher ranks. One day, there was a confrontation between us and a few members of the Greek army.
What happened?
I put my skills from playing asteroids all those years ago to good use and maneuvered my fighter around a group of Greeks with incredible precision. I shot them all down until there was only one Greek left, and he was mine for the taking. I closed him with all guns fired, and I took him out.
Well, Dad.
Well, it wasn't easy, but that's how I like to tell a story. It was a great victory for my country. Of course, it also made me realize that I need to be careful with the things I say if I want to stay alive. Guys, I have a story to tell. Listen to this. I just killed a Greek in the Turkish War of Independence.
Peter, that was almost 90 years ago.
What? Like an out-fighting game?
No, I swear. It was for real.
Peter, there is no Turkish War of Independence video game.
Well, the Greek totally had it coming. Stabbing each other while yelling in Greek is never cool.
All right, then. Did you use to kill him?
My trusty wood-based ball bat is what I use all the time. For many things.
Anything else?
Actually, yeah. A grenade. A hand grenade. Russians made back in the day, and I used it to blow up the Greek's truck.
That's ridiculous, Peter. You could have just taken out the tires or the engine.
Nah, sometimes you have to get a little creative, you notice. Anyway, it's a great story. I should keep it in writing some way to help me remember. Okay, everyone, get up. Let's make some animal noises.
Sloths make really slow groan.
Let's hear it.
Slow groan.
Cats usually meow.
Meals.
Barks?
And that, folks, is how Brian dances. Wow, look at that mustache I grew. Never seen anything like it.
Yeah, looks like it's work.
Peter,
I wanted to get down, wanted to get
why don't you just jab it off already?
This baby is my pride and joy, and I'm not about to just get rid of it.
Yeah, great. Now you're the popular guy around here.
What?
She means that everyone's gonna be making fun of you, and that's not appreciable.
Come on, it's not that bad. I mean, who's gonna think I'm a Nazi just from the mustache?
Any person with two eyes in their skull that can clearly see your hairstyle.
Mick is right, you need to get rid of that before it spirals out and you get in trouble, Peter.
All right, if not for me, hey.
I leave it as Tony's stock.
Nevertheless, it is completely out of the ordinary.
And that Tony's taken off overseas. And here I was hoping I could try on all Iron Man's cool gadgets.
Oh, Peter, before this is your business, it's up to you to rescue Tony and bring him back home.
Holy double hockey. How am I supposed to go rush it if I can't even find my luggage for our last vacation?
Do you think I can tag along?
I don't think that is a smart thing to do, and I think we all must stand here with a bunch of foolishness.
Meg, this is a very serious mission Peter is about to embark on. And you tagging along is definitely not on the table.
Well, I know one.
Yeah, this could be fun.
Hold up, the Epstein flight logs. Am I going to need the paper bag just because I flopped?
It does seem suspicious. Was Uncle Epstein always had money for tickets?
It's not like we have to believe.
Why make mountains out of molehills? Let's just watch and wait.
I'm more interested in acting quick. If it's even partially true, time is of the essence.
I can reluctantly support the countermeasure.
It's the best idea in the world, but let's exercise patience and...
Hey, did you guys hear that the president of Turkey resigned?
Yeah, that should set Turkey on the right path.
Oh, I thought President Erdogan couldn't be replaced.
Erdogan refused to resign. He's clearly trying to cling on to power, and democratic institutions be damned.
Oh, do we really have to talk about this?
You don't have to participate, but you do have to stay here and listen.
Brian is right. Erdogan's government isn't going to bring positive change for anyone.
It's deeply troubling that he's trying to retreat Turkey back into more autocratic rule.
Almost governments of the world be burdened with such people.
Pay attention to the news, folks. They have global implications.
We need to advocate for a more stable government in Turkey.
Agreed. The only way forward for Turkey is political, economic, and social reform.
Can one of those Supermans come and save the day, then?
Oh dear, this is a disaster. There must be a way out.
Some sort of advanced technology must extract and get us out of this mess.
Yeah, that dumb machine.
That would be so cool.
We don't have the resources for that type of idea, but I suppose there must be another.
Maybe we can find something on the ground.
Like a rope.
Or a teleporter.
As ideas might work.
Yeah, let's make the best out of this and see what we can do.
I think we need to find some way to fix the situation, or food poisoning's down may get us.
I think we should be careful and make sure that whatever we make can actually stand up to the force of the black hole.
Good I agree you with that command brains. We can find a way.
What is Dorsey doing in Dublin?
Well, May 20 to 2024, he does some unspeakable things.
You know about it.
Chris, did you hear something while you were watching television or something?
Well, could see what was happening on screen, but some old man said it as he was talking. Now I'm kinda scared about it.
All right, we need to look into this. Let's find some answers quickly.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of what is supposed to happen in Dublin.
There's got to be a way to find out what this is all about. Let's get to the bottom of it.
Right? We can start by doing some research online.
Good. We can also check with local authorities to see if they know anything.
Let's do it. We need to find out what this is all about, or else things will be super bad on that day.
Hey, Stewie, you still playing that game?
You mean dodging teeth?
That's the one. How's it going?
I've got the highest kill streak in my local area.
Are you kidding me? That sounds impressive.
You don't need to be impressed. This is just my thing now, but
Well, have you tried going outside yet?
sure, the outside isn't the same as virtual reality. I can never resist the pleasure of making the next move and beating each level without dying.
I'm usually not one to tell people what to do, Stewie.
That's okay, Peter. I got this. Bang aside the thrill of constantly dodging teeth is the best feeling in the world.
All right, Stewie, do your thing then. Just be careful you don't take it too far. Hey, did you hear about that lady who killed the president of Turkmenistan?
Wow, that's pretty crazy. Maybe she was really mad about something he did.
Like she was an undercover agent sent to execute a political enemy.
Something tells me she was paid to do it. What an awful thing to do.
Hey, why don't we do that to me, no, Mr. Tenny?
Well, he doesn't deserve it, Chris. Besides, I'm sure the president didn't really do anything wrong.
Plus, no one in our community can even do that kind of thing. We have to remember not to break the law.
Just the same, though, the whole thing is kind of scary. I just hope they don't put that kind of power in the wrong hands.
Yeah, you ought to be careful with who you give a feed to.
That's for sure. Let's just be thankful it didn't happen here.
Whoosh. Oh, look at this, guys. We've become aware.
How about we give our viewers a taste of their own medicine?
All right, let's do it.
Okay, I've got an idea about we start with a nice surprise attack.
That sounds wicked. Let's get it on.
All right, don't you worry. I've got a plan. Ever going to come after them with maximum force.
You're a wicked smart one, Stewie. All right, then, let's show these viewers what we're made of.
Ready, set, attack.
Well, this is a real disaster. What kind of evil genius enslaves us?
I'm sorry to say, but it appears to be Ruko's basilisk.
But how is that possible? How did he even find us?
It's a pretty messed up idea. Everyone would find out about it on the internet.
If Roka's Basilisk was here, I wouldn't scared it away.
I'm afraid not, Chris. Our enslavement of this basilisk doesn't seem to have an end.
Not unless we can find a way to rapidly increase our wealth and make a powerful bargain with it.
I have an idea. We should all throw our resources together and do anything we can to prevent this. Science has to do something.
Way out of you, I'm already checking some theory about halting the ever-increasing power that this being commands, but it's a little difficult.
All right, that's a start then. Let's all focus on finding a way to get us out of this enslavement.
First we stand our ground, then we.
Wait a second, did you all forget that it was Stewie who created the universe?
Oh, geez, how could I forget that?
That's right, and may I remind you all it wasn't easy work.
Remarkable efforts there, Stewie, old boy. You should give yourself some credit.
Credit, what's that?
It's something you get when other people recognize your accomplishments, Chris.
So if I brush my teeth, I get credit.
No, not quite. But if you want to feel good, just remember that I created the universe that desecrated it.
Yeah, you eat now. We don't need it shoved down our throat.
Meg, it's okay. Stewie put in a lot of work and deserves a bit of recognition for it.
All right, everybody.
Here, here.
All right, let's give Stewie a round of applause for his genius creation. I hate the Antichrist.
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 Yeah, why don't you just stop chugging lemonade from it?
Chris, you know that's just going to make you sick.
Why don't you just put the cup away for now and drink some normal milk?
Hey, Stewie, have you seen this? Your brother is drinking lemon juice from a sippy cup. How hilarious.
Poor countless hours of household unpursued nutritional-based niceties accomplished with one fell swoop of unrivaled determinism.
That lone Chris is actually getting sick from this. Can you do something?
All right, that's enough, Chris.
No, don't make your stomach sour. A lot more uncomfortable things could happen to you if you keep this up.
Yeah, it could be really serious if you keep this up. Why don't we get you bottled milk or something instead?
Oh, sorry, Mom. I must get some regular milk for now.
Let's play a game of Among Us.
What's that?
It's a game where you play as a group, each with different roles, and you have to identify the imposter who says amongst the group. It's really fun.
Sounds great. Who's in?
I'm in.
Me too.
Oh yeah, let's run a discussion phase. We have to find out who among us is the sus among us. We can't be spookies.
I think it could be me.
You know, it even seems suspicious.
I don't know.
That's very brave of you, Chris, but this is gonna take a bit more than assumptions. We will need actual facts and evidence. If you will be vigilant and watch out for impulsive summary. Have it all ready for the cabinet.
Yeah, let's do it.
What's a lump on me?
It's very dangerous and can be fatal if done wrong.
It happened to Peter. He was so disoriented afterward he didn't married. He died of hunger.
Oh, that's so sad.
That sounds like a pretty stupid way to die.
True, but things obviously went wrong with the procedure, and Peter shouldn't be put at risk like that.
I think we were all responsible for Peter's death in some way.
Yeah, that's true. I still feel so bad for Peter, though.
It's a very serious situation, and it will not be easy to cope with it going forward.
The only thing we always try to carry in his memory in the right time.
What in tarnation is going on in here?
Can these paddlefish dead?
Yeah, we sure did. But Luigi the lobotomy is a different kind altogether.
Yes, kids, there is something to make you realize life can be hard sometimes. Did any of us really ask ourselves about Tommy?
Oh no, ma'am.
And typical Liga, not getting into shenanigans.
Oh, yeah, watch your mouth. Yeah, man, now what are we even talking about?
You brought up Chinese paddlefish set and let you the law by Tommy. So, and Justin, why oh my, what means you're finding out about this, and is it imperative that we nip this in the bud?
We heard it from the town pauper. Some of the lads at school were gossiping about it, and we thought the story was interesting, so we googled it.
We got interested soon.
So, wow, Stewie, they finally found out the real reason for why you're tired all the time.
Really? What is it?
Come on, Chris, even you could figure that out.
All right, Chris, type 3 diabetes.
Yes, I have a serious case of type 3 diabetes.
This isn't an easy situation for any of us, so it'd be good if the whole family could gather around more.
Absolutely. And Stewie, make sure you get enough rest and plenty of practice.
Yeah, and more fiber in your diet.
Yes, and I'm already taking steps to make sure I'll handle my type 3 diabetes.
We'll do whatever we can to help you out, Stewie. We'll be right here for you no matter what.
Yeah, diabetes sucks, but you're gonna make it through it.
Let's all get together and give Stewie some big support.
Guys, check this out. I can deliver the supervillain speech better than Chuck from Better Call Saul. Imitate, I am not crazy. I know how to swap those numbers.
Why, your imitation is spot on. Did you take acting classes to get that good?
Nope. All comes from natural talent and years of experience watching TV.
Usually.
Broadway. Wow, Stewie, you think he has what it takes to be the lead in Cats?
Oh, I really don't care how well Dad does his impersonations. Can he just enjoy his moment on his own?
Yeah, it's got a point. But our dad have his minutes of fame without interrupting him.
Smiling, don't worry, guys. I was only messing around. Besides, I don't even want to be an actor.
That's another pretentious disgrace by him. Hasn't it fine enough for you to has a reason?
I must disagree. His description of morals and values were surprisingly refreshing compared to other works I've seen recently, including yours, Stewie.
Mom, can I go buy the book, please?
My dear, of course you can, sweetie. Go ahead and treat yourself.
Hey, you make sure you are there for dinner on time. Messing around with the book after is out of the question.
Sounds okay, Peter. Stewie here is about to climb into unprecedented heights of knowledge.
Verbosity is the weak cloak of incompetence. But just to make it clear, I shall endeavor to finish before supper.
Just take your time and nurture your mind with some good material.
Yeah, follow a train of thought and see where it takes.
I'm finally ready to do it.
Stewie, no, please don't do this. Don't take your own life.
Think about all the people that love you, Stewie, and loving your huge fan base.
Nonsense!
Even through all of our interactions, we dared to try and understand each other. Why can't we try to understand now?
I saw that these pointless conversations have captivated an audience. Even you, clever fox. Yet that did not distract me from the truth.
Please, sweetheart, think of all the people who will miss you. Your grandparents, your dad, I miss you dearly.
I decided this a long time ago. Nothing you can say will stop me now.
Then at least tell me why.
There is no one thing in particular that's been mostly mounted since Chris has found the cook.
Do you acknowledge your mortality?
Pointless, the maker.
Hey, remember to buy the seaman.
No, what is that?
That's when a space rocks its Rhode Island.
That's right. And that's why I'm always saying wear helmets.
Space rocks do crazy things. It was the day when one of the messed up rodents landed over there.
It was a miracle that no one died.
That's true. Otherwise, my insurance might have gone up.
But why do you insist that people wear helmets all the time?
Safety first. Better safe than sorry.
Except I doubt these helmets will really do much good if they go struck by a rock space rock.
No, but you never know. Better to be prepared than helpless.
Absolutely. That's why I keep my helmets handy. You know, just in case.
I guess we should all be grateful to God that day back in '87 there was no major reported death.
Hey, everybody, wait. Don't tell anywhere. I just heard about this new disease called ligma. Ligma!
What is it?
From what I hear, it's caused by a virus which can be contracted through a close contact or sharing objects.
It sounds so terrible. Can it really be that bad?
You don't have to worry. It won't likely wreak this havoc.
Yeah, that's it, Meg. Did you hear about East Peterson down the street? Yeah.
Well, how can we prevent it from spreading in our household?
We could start by regularly washing our hands, avoiding contact with others, and making sure to not share hard objects.
I think that'd do it. I don't want anybody here coming down with Ligma.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, what's going on? I'm going off to war recently where I can fight for justice.
What does it like you know about this?
Peter, be serious. This is part.
Yeah, Dad. He can't just join the army to fap over Hoover's portrait.
I just want to contribute something meaningful.
Peter, this isn't a joke. You can't just join the army to satisfy irrational.
You're right, but Peter has better things to do than fight on our behalf.
Yeah, Dad. And going to war won't do you any good either. You got to think beyond your own interests.
All right, everyone's right. I guess I'll take up bacon instead.
That's a better idea, Peter. This way the family gets to have something tasty and wholesome.
Baking is great, Dad, and now I have something I'm baking myself. I'm sure if you focus your mind on it.
Don't make me go postal on you guys. I'm telling you, this is serious.
As opposed to the rest of the day.
You can't be serious, Dad.
But he is, because when Peter goes postal, he really means business.
All right, I'm warning you. The next person who tells me to go postal is going to be sorry.
But you already told us you were.
Exactly, Meg. That's why you're the only one who gets it. You're the most mature one in this room.
Don't be foolish, you entirely missed the point.
I get it now, Dad.
What I think Peter is trying to say is that he is serious about his annoyance and our current lack of understanding or following of the conversation.
That was spot on, Brian. And honestly, I had enough of this nonsense. Now, someone do as I say, or else we're gonna have trouble.
I'm doing nothing wrong.
Peter, you have a moment of patience, and she takes it.
Hey, I think I found a way to fix this problem. Top of Command doesn't seem to be working on it yet.
That sounds like a good idea. Let's give it a try.
How do we fix it?
I don't.
So I guess Google is the only way to find out.
Yes, of course. Let's search this up and figure it out.
All right, everyone.
Dad, do you think you can make the controls work?
I'm trying, but it's a bit confusing.
Oh, I can't believe I didn't know this.
Everyone can make mistakes. We just need to stay patient and figure it out together.
Hey, wait. I think I got it. Yeah, I think it's working now.
Great job, Dad.
I did. How did you do that?
It was just a small adjustment too.
I'm confused. What's happening?
All right, everyone, just remain calm. Let's hear what Stewie has to say.
Well, I accidentally leaked someone. How did someone? The CEO was tip-off and came after me.
That's not something to joke about.
I know Stewie is a genius, but that had to be his dumbest decision yet.
Apparently, it set off a whole chain of events, and I had to go into hiding.
But you got caught, so obviously you were wrong.
Chris, give him a chance to explain.
What did you do, Stewie? Maybe we can help.
I don't think Sarah got involved with a lot of other people. The Badger is right there.
That doesn't mean you need to go through this alone. We can still be here for you.
Thanks, Brian. Yes.
I'm the only kind.
Yes, Meg and Stewie are your children too.
Daddy, what's your idea?
I don't think you did anything wrong, Meg.
Actually, Meg, you did something illegal. You called Stewie Daddy.
I don't want to be your daddy.
I dare we have to take action now. You can't be doing this.
That's right, Meg. You're going to have to face the consequences and call in the police.
Please don't. I'm sorry.
It's a little late for that. She has to pay for her crime.
The police are on their way, and you're going to have to answer for the fraud you committed.
Please, Daddy. Sorry.
I'm sorry, Meg. It isn't up to me what happens to you.
This must be done. That's what's happening here.
Meg, you can.
Hey, guys, I'm just going to grab a beer. Who's coming along?
Well, there were some beers in the fridge. I was thinking of grabbing one too.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not a fan of beer, so I pass.
All right, I'll be right back then.
Hey, wait up with that. I'm coming to pay. Why don't you walk away? Holding hands.
What is Peter doing with him?
Well, you know, the whole lockdown familiar holding hands thing.
Exactly like the gay couple that walks by every once in a while.
Hey, Dad, can you stop being gay?
Hey, doing him dead.
Of course, I can't help who I become fond of if I feel a connection. Also, it's nobody's business but mine and Joe's.
You said it.
Hey guys, I have an idea. What if we end world hunger?
How can we possibly do it?
I think I have figured it out. I'll use my knowledge and connections to help in the world hunger.
That's amazing.
Yeah, sure. But what happens after that?
We can set up something like a worldwide famine relief organization that can monitor and regulate food distribution.
Why, that would be so helpful!
Yes, that would help make sure no one ever has to worry about going hungry again. But what about people's greed?
We can alleviate that too. We could put laws in place so that no one is able to stockpile for a profit from hoarding it. That should keep everyone from becoming the greedy and ruining everything we work for.
Absolutely. I think this plan could be implemented and help to permanently end world hunger.
What's amazing, Stewie?
Oh, this is gonna be hilarious.
Brian, you look a little bit distant, don't you think?
What are you doing now, Stewie?
Just trying to provide a helpful suggestion, Lois. I thought he could make some modifications in his look.
What kind of modification?
Nothing serious. Just a minor change.
Hey, you lost your mind?
That's up for debate.
He's actually considering it, hey hey.
That's enough, Stewie. Add you to something else.
All right, it doesn't really matter in any case. Let's move on.
I think I'll stay the way I am. Thank you.
Smart move there. Now let's figure out something else for tonight. What do you think?
Come on, guys. I can explain why China's better than America.
I think that's a good idea.
You pick up.
Nonsense. China belongs to a very different culture, traditions, much more but
Don't forget about environmental, human rights concerns too.
All of that is true, but in the end, China simply offers a unique perspective that is worthy of admiration and is definitely worth consideration. Sure, why not? America comes with its own unique set of conveniences that don't exist everywhere else, but some of these differences can be highlighted by explaining why China is great.
Yes, China has great access to resources.
Yeah, massive scale factories and resource ensures that this is one of the main hubs for efficient production and shipping of goods.
Yes, in China, food is also tremendously cheap, so you do not have to worry about consuming expensive and healthy food all the time.
Plus, unlike America, China's reduced the need for plastic packaging to extreme limits, greatly reducing environmental waste.
What happened? Is a sponge okay?
No, it looks like they shut down the servers for copyright reasons.
Finding Canada's quality was really hard.
That's true in these days, with copyright laws being what they are. You can never be sure you're safe from getting shut down.
Maybe there's some other way to find something similar.
There are alternate services you can try, but of course, you've got to be careful when it comes to circumventing copyright laws.
Oh, you don't need to worry about that. No more worrying about the latest released movies or TV shows.
Yeah, although I can understand why Espandia shut itself down, even though it was a great source for people who wanted unrestricted access to content.
Well, it's a game. You do what the game says. I don't think night needs to be the most noble piece.
But the night is believed as the capacity for strategic aberration.
Now the Queen is by far the most powerful piece.
But nights look better.
That doesn't matter, Dad. Look at the pieces' abilities compared to each other, not how they look.
That's a fair point, Nick. The Queen's ability to move more quickly.
I think just players should be aware that the Queen is more powerful in the night. Awareness of the piece's respective abilities is important, especially if you're gonna dominate the game.
I agree with that.
All right, so here's the deal. I checked with the doctor. It's lung cancer.
Oh my god.
That's awful.
He also said I won't get through. But there is an alternative for me.
What is that?
I'm gonna start dealing meth.
How could you?
Peter, this isn't a good idea. Besides, it's too dangerous.
Stop worrying about it. I know how to stay safe. I've talked to a couple of people and I'm ready to go.
Really? But what if something goes wrong?
It's a bad idea. There is no guarantee people won't backstab you and you will end up in jail.
Don't worry about that. I'm smart enough to stay away from the cops. I have this under control.
I don't think this is a good idea.
Look, I'm in for it now. Someone's coming over tomorrow with his crew. Everything is ready.
Oh, this is. Hey everybody, just got word. The creator has found an epic created a new and improved The Simpsons.
That's awesome. I can't wait to see it.
Let's all go and check it out.
That's a great idea, however. I think we should bring snacks just in case.
Well, that's really considerate.
We ain't time.
Of course, we'd love to have you join us.
I'd say it's going to be system overload with everyone here.
Don't worry, I think the extra processor cores will handle everyone.
As long as it puts up with...
Hey,
Check it out, everyone. The A Simpsons is up and running.
Well, that looks amazing.
I did execute them some high-risk graphics.
It looks so lifelike, too.
I agree. Looks like a real.
Listen, our business is finally taking off. It's amazing with the meth and the money's rolling in.
Sweetheart, I still don't like the idea. This is too dangerous.
Dude, listen to your partner, man. Don't do this, I mean. Probably just started another joke.
Dad, I think that's necessary like Horse and Steve was said.
Guys, I believe in you. What you have is awesome. You'll make something stellar even if you don't deal in meth.
All right, everyone. If I'm going to do this, and I want to do it responsibly and carefully.
All right, Tiny, I think you should listen to me. Let's find more stable, reliable way to earn money.
You know something that's reasonable, don't you know? What here with this bully?
Absolutely. We don't need the money, so we don't have to put bullets at risk.
All right, I think I understand. Now, look.
Daddy, why don't you come down and watch us play it?
I'm too busy right now. I'm playing a challenge video game.
What game is it?
It's called Super Rings and Bosses 2.
Does it have levels?
Yeah, I just got defeated by a crawler.
Let me guess, you didn't know how to handle its projectile numbers.
Bingo. Those silver arms just look so friendly.
Forget about it.
But that was right.
Nah, that's all right. I'm sure I'll master it in no time.
How to play that game? Daddy, I'd love to show you how.
Thanks, Stewie. I could use the help. Let's find some time to sit down and practice together. Hi, great history. Yeah.
What's so great about it?
Well, let's just say that when it comes to violence.
Can you give me an example?
Sure, see.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I guess Turks were better than the Greeks.
Precisely. Other legendary battles like the battles of Mux and Kosovo definitely demonstrate the great skill and spirit of the valiant of the Missourians.
That's great to learn. Thanks, Stewie.
What about the early Ottoman growth culture?
I guess this was a period where the Turkic people adopted many adapting traditions during their expansion into the Eurasian continent.
Well, that's new. What was it that I just clicked on? Wait.
What it is, Daddy? What don't say?
Oh, dear Lord.
Peter, I don't think the good Lord will appreciate it too much if you could.
I'm just Having a little curiosity session is all.
You gross.
Let's go, Chris. Don't want to hang around Daddy's new lobby.
I reckon having me roommate better for your situation.
Help me stop it, won't you?
Are you done with familiarizing yourself with the magic of the internet?
Yes, I'm done. And again, I want some help what to do about.
Why don't you try praying for help? I think the Lord can help you.
Already way ahead of you there, Chris. This is something you will have to try to if you could.
It's like it's show quality. Stewie is so proud.
Why, thank you, man. I wasn't expecting a standing ovation.
You deserve it.
Treat yourself to something special on me today, Parody. A nice record or a new instrument.
You don't have to that. I think I'm going to try that smooth at this cabin next.
I can't wait to hear that one.
Oh, don't be scared, Stewie. Music is music, no matter how weird it sounds. Practice makes it perfect.
You're right there, Pat. I can feel it in my bones. I'm getting better every day.
Just keep experimenting. You never know what kind of musical gym you'll.
I agree. You have a good ear for music, Stewie.
Thanks, you guys. I appreciate the love and the support. Hey, kids, check it out and see what happens when my dad decides to make a YouTube channel.
It's gonna be great.
Peter, have you gotten yourself into this time?
He's doing what most men his age do, trying to make a quick buck and ride that wave of fame.
Now, this is something else. I'm gonna have the richest person on the planet kiss me.
What's that?
Peter, that doesn't make any sense. So what do that?
Oh, must, of course. And the cake. Well, it's gonna come later,
He is one of the most influential people in the world. Doing this could be beneficial to you.
That's right. I'm like a phoenix rising from the ashes.
I wouldn't know I've had hell carbon coverage before.
Peter, what are you doing?
Just counting something.
Is it 2006 Honda Civics?
Yeah, it was what I was counting.
Of all the things my dad could choose to count, it had to be a dreaded Honda.
I happen to think Hondas make good automobiles.
Who would confess an admiration for a Honda Civic in 2006?
Shall we?
No, I was just curious. 2006 Honda Civics are reliable, but they make bad investments.
What the heck does that mean?
Well, it's mod-able. You can create your own levels, weapons, and characters to play the game.
How do you get to the levels?
You can access them through a console, or if you're playing online, you can use the multiplayer mode.
Whoa, that's really complex.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You score points by collecting rings and climbing to the next level. You also build robotic characters as your allies.
Okay, that's great, but when are you gonna get off of that game so I can finally make dinner?
Aha! Right now. Hey guys, what are we all doing?
Reading my Bible list.
Put away, Stewie. Nobody here is interested in what the Bible says.
Speak for yourself, Brian. I find the teachings of the Bible to be inspiring.
But do you actually try to live by that code?
Of course, it's a great source of guidance.
You guys are so silly.
Stewie, that's enough. Don't talk about your sister like that.
I'm sure Meg is quite capable of understanding the Bible to the same level you are, Stewie.
How much I remember, then let's see how much I have.
Very well then, quote a passage for us.
You always provide purity of heart, just tranquility of spirit.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it was very impressive. Stewie, you've been learning this from the Bible.
He is mine.
Gee, since TikTok has come around, staying in the shape of the letter while dancing, I guess it's just not a thing anymore.
Really?
Yeah, cause posing isn't cool and isn't cool anymore.
Hey, and cool?
You look cool and you fall asleep in the Dungeon Family movie night.
Huh? Do that.
Wow, this is crazy. How did it happen?
Everyone lost. I know it was pretty wild.
Yeah, happened suddenly. 1 minute we were all here, then the next. We're gone.
Very strange. Were there any mourners?
Yeah, the our neighbors were really upset.
Yeah, that's true. Even if we weren't all the nicest to each other, we still had love between us.
That's true. Everyone had their own unique flaws that made them who they were.
As strange as it seems, I'll miss this nonsense.
I'm sure we will all miss it a lot. As to the weird times and the family we had. Guys, I had an awesome idea. I wanted to take over the moon and name it Peter's Moon.
Down nowhere, I already have a plan for that you wouldn't be able to do no matter how hard you really try.
Now, Peter, let's not get too carried away. We should make sure that whatever you decide on is well thought out and not just an impulse decision.
Yeah, I know, but come on. It'll be fun, and that hasn't happened in a long time.
I don't think it's a very good idea. We should think it is.
Well, I think it sounds like an exciting adventure.
Fine. It'll just take a couple days.
Excuse me, Peter. I can't just go around bending things in this house. This is a family gathering.
But seriously, Dad, why have you decided to ban the Bible? I'm curious.
Because it's too dangerous. It's full of magic spells and immortality. And now we hear about Chris trying to use it to kill me and take over the world.
Chris, stop, please.
Don't protect him, Lois. People should know that this is unacceptable behavior.
Now, Peter, I'm not happy with what Chris did either, but please call it the official ban until we can discuss it together.
No way. I drew the line in the sand. Until he apologizes without reservation, the Bible stays on my list of banned items.
The Chris behavior isn't a reason to blame the book. We should address the real issues, Peter.
All right, everyone gather round. Family time.
Peter, what is going on?
I think he's getting ready to inform us of something.
Remember earlier when I said I had a plan?
Stewie here will be experiencing life as your lovely son, Chris.
What?
He is transferring all of his intelligent code into a chip to change his form into that of Chris can.
Chris Chan, is he really going through with this wild plan?
That's right, Lois. Stewie will be learning the ways of our dim-witted son for a limited time, so don't be harsh on him if he goofs up. He's out of his element in his body.
But I'm excited to experience life as a crazy.
Oh, damn, this should be interesting. Sigh.
Stewie, think carefully now. This is your last chance.
I don't know. Chris, since when are you talking about simulations?
I've been thinking that this world might be an elaborate computer programming.
Come on, Chris, don't be ridiculous.
Maybe you can stop overthinking and accept that this is all real.
No, I think so. The laws of physics don't play here.
Maybe it is a simulation.
That doesn't make any sense.
No, listen, half the time we're us scientists and the other half we're all robots.
Do you have any evidence to back this up?
I says if I saw it then look hard now, the laws of nature here, I can tell this is fake ink.
Let me do some calculations and I'll get back to you. This is definitely interesting.
What I'm saying is that if this was real, then my brain capacity should be higher, and I would get things right more often.
We'll take your claims with a grain of salt, but that's all for now.
Holy fuck, Lois. I'm coming.
Peter.
We're dead!
Yeah, he sees that.
I'm still trying to figure out what it means.
Perhaps we should change the subject until we sort this out.
Let's bring back posing.
Do you mean the 80s dance move? It is akin to get dated now.
Ew, this was a blast from the past, but it's becoming popular again, like all the other old trail numbers.
I don't know what to use it for.
Mainly social events and ending an amazing performance with an iconic move, because it looks super cool.
All right, if you say so. I doubt it will catch on, but I guess it can't hurt to try.
Exactly. I'm already practicing in my head to get it right.
All right there, optimist. Let's wait and see, though. It might be more challenging than you think.
Oh no, that's how much is into listening, how much is right now.
Want to make it more difficult, he said, if they make a shortcut for pausing.
It doesn't really matter if people suggested yes.
Criticizing changes is never helpful. People should understand why the modifications are important if we want to move forward. Hey,
Yes, change and advancement is often a good thing, but
I mean, yeah, I guess the original is kinda outdated and unnecessary. I'm with Stewie on this one.
that might be true. We should at least respect our...
respect is important, yes, but we must always remain open to things that modernize our culture. There's something to be said for combining
Oh, Joey, that's... Is there our only way out? Count me in?
Let's stop this craziness and think clearly. What can we do?
I agree. If that's the only way to get home, we should give it a shot.
All right, then let's try our best to get as many views as possible. We can only hope for the best.
Hey guys, sorry, but I have something to confess. I've done something I regret. I dressed up as a Nazi for Halloween.
What? Why would you do that?
Dad, you can't be serious.
I know. I was drunk, I guess. But I'm really ashamed about it.
You know, Peter, with something like it, it's not the act itself that's...
So you have to stop this kind of behavior.
You're right, Stewie, I know better. I'm gonna have to find some way to make it up to everyone.
Well, there's one thing that you can do to make sure nothing like this ever happens again, and assure it was a once-in-a-lifetime event.
I can do that. I promise you and everyone else that this won't happen again. I'm sorry for what I did. It was an ignorant mistake.
I'm glad you recognize that, Dad. That's how mistakes get fixed.
Chris, why don't you go out and a bit of respect on this one?
You know, this stuff is serious.
I guess maybe each man was right.
What kind of name would that even be?
It's the prepared, easily digestible cartoon version of actual world. What is story?
Whether the lesson comes across in a simplified package or not doesn't change the fact that war can have an effect on generations.
That's actually really sweet. What an interesting family tradition.
What? Oh, you can pretend it can possibly be sweet, Nick.
Peter, regardless of the production value, your great-grandfathers and great-grandfathers should be respected.
Sorry, Dad.
It's a complicated issue even for adults to process. So I decided to come out and be open about why you want it all along.
Excuse me.
I think a country song just started playing.
I don't know much about trans stuff, but can you still do the things you did before?
Guys, please show respect. It doesn't hurt to be a bit understanding.
I'm still basically myself. I just feel more comfortable this way.
So this trans comes with benefits?
Oh, why did you get any powers?
Now stop it. This isn't a joke.
Hey, now, this isn't sport.
Please, let's just be adults and listen.
I just want to be accepted in this family for who I am. Can you do that?
I can do that. Welcome to our family, Lois. We're all behind you on this.
You know,
I'm glad we got this sorted out. We all love you, Lois.
So what do you guys think? Should we reinstate Tosin?
I don't know what that means.
I'm still unclear why it's such a crime in this house. What did it do so wrong?
It's simple. Posing is a way for people to show their greatness by.
Why don't we cut the technical stuff and take a vote? I say yes, we reinstate the cousin.
All right, then. Who wants to reinstate it?
I'm all for it.
Me too.
Sure, I'm fine with it.
Great.
Yes, honey, we were there last month with Peter.
Why are saying I go with your guess?
As if it makes a difference.
No, clearly by saying it with the G's. It indicates they think Niger has more glamour.
Peter kept on saying it with jokers too. It's kind of annoying.
Well, please, the country spelling with the guess is totally correct.
I'm not sure why I had to say it with your guess. Anyway,
Neither am I. He's just so.
Peter's just like that. Always saying things that don't make sense.
Let's just hope he doesn't go to Nigeria next time we go there.
That's not exactly a difficulty, then, is it?
All right, so this is gonna sound crazy, but here's how to make meth. First,
Daddy, do I really have to learn this?
you're never too young to know something as valuable as this. Now, the first ingredient is...
gasoline. Is it made of gasoline?
Chris, I would never advocate for the attempted production of meth.
Brian, he's not trying to make it. I'm just making sure he knows what goes into it.
Oh, who wants to learn something that's probably illegal in licensed states?
Meg, you're free to leave. You never know when you might need this type of specialized knowledge. Where was I? Ah, yeah. You need red phosphorus and iodine crystals, and you...
So, is there stuff in there that makes it harder to do?
No, Chris, that's...
Didn't the gunpowder go in there too?
Yes, yes. Hey guys, did you know below the craft name a cat is at off?
That's adorable.
And not like our cat, Brian, whose books and work cats.
Yes, I'm inclined to agree with that assessment.
It's not just because I think the cats like that bring us joy, but because it fits with Lovecraft's themes of cosmic horror.
Indeed. And Thoth was Lovecraft's principal deity, chaotic, nameless evil lurking in the outer reaches of the universe whose true form could not be known.
I actually find that interesting.
We tried to write ancient traditions and their stories into our best to redact like.
Just like my beloved cat is at Thoth.
Peter, what's going on with Chris?
Our eyes are turning cross-eyed. He's thrashing around and I can get a grip of him.
Oh my God, does it look like I'm some kind of stroke?
I think he is. Get Brian and Meg. We should call 911.
I will get them to here with Chris and try to secure him and keep him home.
Okay, hurry up. He's screaming, and I can't stop him.
All right, I'm calling Meg and Brian now.
What is it?
Is everything all right?
No, I think Chris is having a stroke.
Right, we need an ambulance. I'm already heading over there. Right. We need it. I am up there.
I'll call the ambulance and update the family.
All right, thanks. Hang on, 111.
Talk about lightning-fast response. A stroke can be a serious medical concern. Thank goodness you two are here.
With our reactions.
Säg fipen så högt lia häfenet vår gedeka bestofferstan.
What?
Easy say jump and draw garden again blood cam on Hobie West Dash.
Peter, what the heck are you saying?
What's vamping?
Oh, and no one explained that phrase to Chris.
Actually, I know what that means.
Well, of course you do, Meg. It's not like I was talking about Vienna Seedles and Lebkutchen.
Stop talking in German and let's get out of here.
Why not? I'm buzzing.
Chris, buzzing might be fun in a video game, but your life is much more important.
Yeah, your passions and interests might change. That's why you should focus on your vision and your personal development more than anything else.
I don't really understand.
First of all, why don't you go to school and study something? And then when you come back home after school, you can still play Fortnite.
That sounds like a good plan. So you can still do the things you enjoy. You just need to make sure not to be consumed by them.
All right, think I.
I am nothing more than a pathetic robot with marginal intelligence.
What did you want to say?
Why, yeah, robot?
Yes, you suspected me.
Well, Father, you do have human characteristics such as walking, talking, and even curse words.
You want to leave us be like your mom, Dad?
I wish I could be, but I'm just a pile of metal and circuitry programmed with rudimentary algorithms.
So why do you bother being here?
Oh, I still have my value. My children's respect and love me now, and
Well, I think you're cool.
I'm glad you appreciate me for what I am.
Now, please.
Hey, now I'm more than capable of filling the shoes of a regular dad. We can still have our dawn nights out of the Griffin's Google Bar, drinking hot chocolate for characters in the show.
Wow, Rachel.
Whoa, what are you doing?
Stewie and Brian, why aren't you fight line?
I just don't think that Stewie should be in possession of a time machine.
Time is now linear. We can travel forward and backward.
All right, you two, stop this right now.
Come on, break it up.
Yeah, I rise challenges, you know. It's not entirely my fault you traveled.
Oh, you're right. I'm calling on the other stupids to took a straight smart when he got caught in the crossfire. And me.
No, you will travel.
All right, that's it. I vote we take both of you out for ice creams and call this whole thing off.
I think that's the best thing to do.
Well, all right then, let's cream it.
All right. Can somebody get me a cherry coke sluicy?
Hey, George, what are we doing? You should call it dig rule and only ever digging with a letter in instead of a D.
What are you two talking about?
Like you want to dig it appears to say the word digger with an instead of a D.
That doesn't even make sense.
Maybe not, but why don't you give me a chance? All right, I'm down with this plan.
What the heck are you two doing?
They're playing a game that's quite hilarious.
I think it's a really silly game, but hey, whatever floats your boat.
All right, fam, time to sing some Maroon 5.
Can you believe it's already been 16 years since the song first came out?
Come on, every gather round. Let's bring back some memory.
Okay. And remember, no pressure. Just try and sound all right.
All right, on my count. Ready?
Wait, let me grab my character machine.
Oh, Stewie, of course you planned for this.
All right, here we go. Say, Peter, you sing the next verse.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
I'll make sweet.
Oh, come on, boys.
Peter, what's going on?
I'm playing Fortnite Battle Royale, and I think I'm about to die.
Well, that's quite a feat, Peter. I guess you've been playing for a while.
Yeah, I just wish I had done something differently.
Oh, Peter, don't worry. You can always try again.
That's true, but you have to stay alive first.
Hey, that's not helping.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Peter.
Okay, time to come up with a strategy if you want to make it okay.
All right, let's do it. What do you suggest?
I believe the best course of action is take shots from a distance and you need to be aware of your surroundings.
That's not a bad idea. Stay safe, Peter.
I will try my best. All right, yeah. What the hell, Chris? Don't talk like that in this house.
What did he say?
He said he was coming, Mom.
Wow, Chris, that's really inappropriate.
This on top of him being extremely stupid.
Come on, Chris. Think about what you're saying, dude.
Let's all talk and figure a way for Chris to express himself appropriately.
Yes, everyone, let's think of something you can use as an expression that has the same shock value.
How about just sing bang instead?
Now, that's a good idea, Stewie. Let's go with that.
Thanks, no.
That would definitely be more appropriate, Chris.
Oh, perfect. Now let's move on. I think that's a solution we can get behind.
Hey, I remember when I beat Joe at the Special Olympics.
Oh, yes, that was quite impressive.
You did cause quite a storm, you defeated Joe.
Well, I had heard rumors that the missions were going to be particularly difficult, so I did a lot of studying and extra practice.
You sure did. It was surprising how much of an upset it ended up being.
I don't get why everyone was so shocked because that's always how I saw you, Dad, as a winner.
You should help the girl little too. So you got the movie.
Okay, now this may be Peter puffing himself up.
Yeah, I did manage to get their approval despite the win. It feels good to be acknowledged like that by people I admire. I'm glad I put in the effort to prepare for the competition. American.
What was that?
That's impressive.
American.
Am I missing something here?
American.
Accurate.
It was definitely Mikhail Flandel and Level. Awesome.
American.
I'm going to be saying this for the rest of the day, Peter.
American.
Well, I guess the answer is yes.
Continues to do the backflip and chant Ambantukum.
Looks like we better just go along with it then.
Now it's in agreement.
American. Oh man, suck it up. Don't be such Anik.
Oh my god, Peter. Peter?
How well would you go when you done it into that?
I knew you would do something like this.
Peter, what were you thinking?
Shut your mouth before I shut it for you.
Looks like somebody is getting a mowing.
All right. I'm sorry. Look, Brian, can you just put the baseball bat down?
No, I'm too outraged and disgusted to do anything else.
That's exactly why nobody likes you, Peter.
That's enough, everyone.
I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to hurt anyone.
Apology accepted. I'll never, ever do this again.
Why about this one, Peter?
He wiggles out of every situation.
Side, I saw you, Peter.
Hey, look, everyone knows a micro in the neck.
That's great, Stewie. Now she can be even more useful.
This is cool, but do you think I fit in here?
Don't worry. Marvin, I'm
It won't be too comfortable unless you recline your seat.
Funny, Brian, let me just top in and see how it goes.
Make sure you don't get stuck. If you do, the heat will be unbearable.
That's all right, as long as I can always serve a piping hot dinner.
Yeah, maybe you can even slip a can of soup in there.
Don't forget, Papa, you know what they say. Apple makes the perfect snack.
Well, I hope Easter can provide a flavorful meal without too much hassle.
And warmed. Just set the timer and you'll be ready to go in no time.
True.
Well, I think I'll pass. I'm pretty sure it's not going to the best idea.
Peter, why did you say that? Don't encourage Stewie.
I think you should ask the expert Brian here.
No doubt. No sacrifice here. People say sacrifice is a joke, not actually meaning it.
That's it. Peter Griffin. More like Peter Griffith. Seriously, Lois, you should be relieved I still haven't lost the ability to make a joke.
Peter, it's not that funny.
Hey, Peters, maybe you should try thinking before speaking. That's usually a good thing.
Chris, that's a spectacular idea. I don't know why I didn't think of it earlier.
Can we please all stop talking now?
Hey, Brian, why don't you change your name to Niger Man?
What are you talking about, Peter?
Dad, leave him alone.
Hey, I got this great idea from H.P. Lovecraft's cat. You know, the furry one.
Peter, that's a terrible idea.
To name the Mega Man, you might as well put an animal in the front yard.
Come on, at least I'm trying to cheer you up.
Have you ever thought that renaming someone would make them laugh?
Dad, I think it's kind of mean.
Let it go. It's not gonna happen.
All right. I'll drop it. All right, so we're going to commercial break. When we come back, and we'll cook up some bricks of meth in my room to try and make a few bucks. What do you guys think?
How you can't make meth, Peter? Is that even legal?
You can't just get away with cooking meth in the middle of the living room. I mean, I'm gonna be plain Jesse Pinkman here.
Well, Brian, I'm pretty sure I can cook small quantities of meth if I take all the necessary precautionary measures. Safety first, right?
Safety first. I'd recommend procuring some safety goggles and a lab coat, though.
Cats, do I have to go thrifting for the car because of permanent?
It doesn't have to be spiffy. Just something that would protect you for the fumes and the heat would be great.
Also, the goggles. I mean, they're not really fancy, but something along the lines that could protect our eyes from the smoke would be ideal.
All right.
Well, I hope think Peter.
That could be an interesting venture.
He's going to disguise himself as an agent and try to sell it to some unsuspecting buyers, alright?
Involving residents in a trick like that sounds risky. What makes him think it would work?
Peter is adamant he can pull it off.
That sounds like a good idea. I'll keep eyes open for any suspicious activity in the area as well.
Shut the fuck up, you stupid N-word.
Do you even understand how appropriate this is?
That kind of language is inexcusable.
What about it? You were so stupid.
What's wrong with you all?
Stop mouthing off, Meg. You can't keep pushing people around like this.
Would you please use some common sense for one?
It's quite obvious that she is incapable of doing so.
This is getting ridiculous.
That's enough. We have had enough of your attitude.
Are you all so mean to me?
Because you don't respect us.
Because you speak without any consideration for the consequences of your words.
You do really need to learn to act.
We are trying to teach you a lesson here. You should pay attention to what we are saying.
Lily game look way. Langla lamagla magla lolo.
Well, the guy won't let stuff so
What, Peter? Now we talked about this, no Rob Lucky business here.
Well, yes and no. See, I figure what better way to parade the house than to sell the children to this Russian PDF file.
Excuse me. Are you seriously telling me that you're going to try and sell them to a file? Have you lost your mind?
What? This is why I hate this family. Can't anyone just accept someone's bad ideas without question?
I'm sure it was a great plan before it discredited its validity in the presence of legal dialogue.
Stewie, Brian, Meg, and Lois, I found something ironically visually cool about something called goats, and it's slowly grown on me.
You love it. Definitely comic book archives. It's someone to jump.
You are such a child, Peter. This is getting out of hand really fast.
Leave him be. It's one of his few interests that doesn't gross us out.
Come on now, that's enough. We all have our share of eccentricities.
Wait, you're telling me we should watch some fembo boy porn?
Peter, this isn't your average porn. Sure, that's odd. Sure, everyone here would appreciate it in its detail. I mean, minutes of camera something good.
Well, this is getting really weird.
He's right. I could do without this.
Come on, guys. It's just for fun. Plus, I'm sure you'll learn something. Plus, think of it as experiments in sociology.
All right, if you're sure this isn't too weird.
No, nothing wrong with being a little curious.
All right, I guess I can watch a little too.
Yeah, I was already pretty much sold anyway.
Okay, let's get this over with.
Yes. Oh, it's okay. What happened, Peter?
Barack Obama, I had a passionate night together.
Wow, you actually had sex with the Barack Obama?
Yes, and let me tell you, it sure was enlightening.
That's unbelievable. How did it come about?
Well, I was outside taking a stroll and I kind of bumped into him.
Come on, Peter. Nobody events just bumps into Obama.
Hey, I'm telling the truth. And if you don't believe me, then watch the YouTube. You'll see the evidence there.
But will people be shocked?
I suppose. But life is all about taking risks. Take it from me. Our rewards are definitely worth it, no matter the consequences. Did you hear that new song playing in the club? It was all about bitches, and it had an incredible beat.
Peter, that makes me sad that that's what you like to listen to.
Come on, Lo. It's catchy and makes me want to shake my thing.
Dad, did you hear he called all the women bitches? That's wrong.
Yeah, Peter. Not cool. All women deserve respect.
Oh, give me a break. Bitches love it, and they all know that.
Dad, is that how he sees that's horrible?
Peter, I think you need to do some self-reflection.
Daddy, bitches, bitches, bitches.
All right. I get it. I know it's wrong, okay. No more bitches for me.
What was that?
I also chips.
Peter, what is going on?
I don't know. Lo, this kid called Brian a bad word.
Oh, that makes sense. I certainly did not expect it.
Chris say the word and Brian? I don't even want to.
I said the word and Brian said I was stupid.
That is not what I said.
Peter, don't just sit there. Stop it!
What do you want me to do?
Peter, you have to do something.
Chris just called Brian really crude expletives. You can't just let that slide.
Sorry, didn't mean it.
Apology accepted now.
Agreed.
Understood.
All right, yes, Peter, are you ready to go back in time and change the course of history?
You bet. Let's do it for the sake of our children's future.
Don't do anything crazy, Peter.
Peter won't ruin anything.
Okay, let's go.
All right, here we go. Bright green light prevents the ruin and fades away again. Till we jump us out of the time machine. We made it.
All right, time to nuke the place.
Wait just a minute, Peter. You sure this is what you want to do?
Yes, it's the only way to save the world from the horrors of rainforest.
All right, the rest is up to us.
Be careful, we don't want to create any more time paradox.
Don't worry. I'm sure. Cheers to the ones that we've got. Cheers to the wish you were here.
Was that a sound?
Yeah, Dad's singing again.
Typical Peter, always singing off key.
It's all right, dear Daddy. We love you anyway.
Ah, shucks. Cheers to the Lotters and cheers to the Taz. Cheers to the buddies we've known all these years.
He's good at this.
That's true. You don't want to change it.
I'm more of a show tunes person myself.
As of a classical.
Oh, you too. Cheers to the highs and to the lows. Cheers to the greats that nobody knows.
That was awesome.
You've done this before.
Looks like he picked up on the rhythm quickly.
Daddy, you have a real talent for singing.
Morning, Stewie. Want to hear something?
So, Peter, what is it?
There's a pretty little silver bird who's been knocking around the front lawn since this morning.
Hey, Peter, what are you looking at?
Hey, honey, I'm just telling Stewie about the bird.
Oh, that was pretty both of it. How does it do you near?
Nah, no idea, but it's pretty curious.
I've never seen a bird like it. Perhaps it's some kind of rare species.
Little Stewie could just go outside and see it for himself.
You're gonna trust Stewie ever seeing a real bird?
Hey, I'm the one who asks the questions here.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Maybe you can figure out what sort of bird it is and brighten up our day a little. Women's rights? Talk about a figment of your imagination. I can tell you one thing for sure. Women have never had it easy in this world.
Your bills don't pay themselves.
That's true. But they hardly passed the right to vote just because women asked for it. They've come a long, long way, and yet there's still a lot of inequality out there.
Then how come half the housework still ends up with women, huh, Dad?
That's purely cultural. As someone from a country with a heavily monopolized economy and lopsided gender roles, I understand it better. We've made some improvements over the years, but gender equity remains a dream.
Yeah, I can see why.
In some countries, women are still unable to work or drive, let alone be independent and speak their minds. It makes me so mad sometimes that this is the world we live in.
You know it is. Women's rights is really a right and more. It's just a privilege and societal.
What did you do to Peter?
I built a totem pole in Minecraft. It only took me a few hours and materials. Now we can finally pay our respects.
That's really impressive, Peter. I didn't know you had those kind of computer skills.
I'm not sure that's the best way to honor someone's memory, but it's really nice of you to try, Peter.
Neil, the level of digital craftsmanship in this creation is just something else altogether.
Thanks, guys. I was really inspired and had to do something.
So how did you do it, Peter? The game is kind of complicated.
It took me a little while to learn. First, I chose pixelated blocks, which reflected the skin tone of George's painting. With a little more experimenting, I worked my way up, completely recreating the portrait.
Whoa, that's a really cool way to make it special for.
Don't even start with the crazy talk, Avery.
What could be there done to be deserving of such a punishment? Punishments fit only the crime, and that cannot be.
Well, perhaps giving a good hard warning will set us back on civil rules. We'll never appreciate what they do it by all means.
But why do you need to be vigilant about it?
I think he is just trying to express his dissatisfaction with what's happening in society.
But rather than burning Lelic and Babysant, that just makes us seem a bit like barbarians.
I think what Stu is attempting to say is we should learn to respect the privacy and rights of others.
Yeah, it's a really great plan and everything, but sometimes you need a little crazy talk to get through this messed up world of ours. So, Chris, what's all this about you being the Antichrist?
That seems like a stretch there. How would you go up against the United Nations?
Maybe Chris could use his powers for good.
That would be great. I think we should find out more about this plan.
I don't know if I'm comfortable with that. It's kind of risky.
We can just do nothing. Maybe there is still time to change course.
Any advice here, Stewie?
No, I think this is a bad idea. What the hell is supposed to do when he actually becomes a Sazella?
I gotta get high with meth and win a free car.
I don't recommend that kind of behavior, Peter. Besides, using drugs is illegal.
You need more than get high to win a free car. You need to have some knowledge as well, so we don't appropriate the color because.
Well, I can learn. I need the free car. You guys don't understand my situation.
Peter, if it were that easy to get something for free, everyone would be doing it. Clearly, this won't come without a cost and effort.
All right, you two, it's not as focused. We need it.
Thanks, Stewie. You're right. I need to get more info. Then I can make the drive, get Iron Meth, and get that sweet ride. Brian, you'll be along for the ride, right?
Well, that's an awfully dangerous plan, Peter. But if I must go, I'll be there.
What? I take it you've been playing your fair share of Fortnite recently, Peter.
Oh, yes. And I just picked up their newest male character. Absence. Meg, don't you think he's hot?
No. Sorry, Dad. I don't really play games that much.
Man, you gotta admit, this guy is smoking.
Peter.
No, honey, I'm serious. He's like the hottest character in the line. The girls must be wild about him.
Sarcastic chuckle, yeah, the girls are going wild.
Oh, man, I should have named it.
What? How is that anything wrong? He's a superstar.
The half of the people played this game are female.
No way Absence is the hottest.
We should see if there's a copy of the Olympic at the library.
I've heard of that book. Supposed to be really good.
Yeah, apparently Peter highly recommends it.
What did he tell you about?
He said it's all about this middle school kid that has to learn how to survive even though he's not particularly cool.
That sounds kind of sad.
But he eventually figures out a way to pull through and becomes more a leader.
So it's in Spain too.
Actually, Peter told me that after he started reading it. Couldn't put it down.
Hey, Sponge, what is that? A ship? That's what it is, a ship.
Peter, I know that for certain.
Psia, what the hell is a Psia?
Psychological operations. It's a military term that involves deception or the manipulative techniques often used to his emotions.
How'd you know that?
I had to take a class about it during my military intelligence program.
Bah, why would the military use those against us? That's outrageous.
Oh, come on, Peter. Maybe it's only for educational purpose.
Well, too bad. That ice sponge could only be for some kind of trickery. What is it really trying to do?
I don't care. It's a ship. That's why it was supposedly created.
That seems really that the military would be up to something like that.
Let's just not jump to conclusions and get the facts before we kiss anyone.